want to have a little look about how into how the brushes work. By default, the brush shapes are literally that. It's just a shape. So the default brush tool is just a circle. If you have a hard edge brush, 100% opaque, 100% flow, and you draw a line, you get a pretty solid looking line. When you see the little crinkly edges, these are caused by the spacing of the these circles. If you were to open up brush settings, which is window brush settings or F5, you get the brush tip shape. You can adjust the spacing of it manually if you're so inclined. If you set it to 100%, when you start drawing your line, you'll see it's spacing them out as such. Now usually you're going to have this fairly low to give you a solid line, but it's quite an ugly line, so what we tend to do is dial back the hardness most of the way down. Then we just got a nice smooth looking line where you can't see the edges and you've got a soft blendable edge. And again, adjusting the spacing, you can come up with some nice little effects based on that spacing if you're so inclined. If you dial it back all the way to as low as it will go, it does tend to get a bit laggy, so leave it up about, I don't know, 20% or thereabouts, with a soft brush. Let's just delete some of these. Now we have opacity and flow. At the moment, with both set to 100, it's going 100% opaque with the first stroke. It's best to dial flow down low. Let's go to like 5 or 6%. If you do that, then you're able to build up the colour as you draw, but you'll never get beyond the 100% opacity, which is just completely white in this case. If you turn your opacity down to like 50% ish, and you start drawing, keep scribbling over the same spot, it will max out at 51% there. It's not essential, but it's worth knowing a little bit about this. So normal working, opacity 100, flow 5 or 6, with a softish, not completely soft brush is best, and then you can kind of have some control. Certainly when you're drawing masks and stuff, or just doing touch-ups, it lets you build them up in a kind of subtle and controlled way. What else have we got up here? We've got the smoothing controls. Now if this is greyed out, if you come to your brush settings and check smoothing, then you have access to this smoothing setting. How can I make this a bit more? Let's leave myself a hard brush with a high flow. If I'm just trying to draw lines, you can end up kind of jaggedy, uneven, well, in this case I'm using a mouse. If we turn up smoothing all the way, then you'll see this little tiny pink line to kind of indicate the smoothing effect, and it lets you kind of drag out and create smoother, less ziggy zaggy looking lines. Certainly if you're trying to trace over something, say you're a cartoonist and you want to get that smooth line effect, the smooth tool will be your friend. Brill, thank you for watching.